Are you ready to dominate the real estate market in 2024? And last year you didn't end up actually hitting your goals, or you're a brand new agent just lost and not knowing where to actually start and get business as a real estate agent? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact business plan that I personally did to make $1 million in my third year as a real estate agent. Hey everyone, it's Russell Mortlock here with the Apex Group, and just absolutely fired up to go over what the business plan is and what people need to actually do to elevate their real estate career. This is step number one when you're getting into the real estate business or at the start of every new year on how you can actually elevate that and get better and hit your goals. I'm a personal firm believer that if you don't actually have a vision what you're reaching for in terms of a business plan and goal setting, you're just going to be lost and not actually knowing how to pursue it and how to set it up and what you need to do to hit those. So let's break it all down right now and make sure you fully understand on how you can reach your real estate goals in 2024. Step number one, do you know the magic number? And what do I mean by that? I talk to so many agents that say they want to make $100,000, but they don't know how many sales they need in order to make that $100,000. So this is the starting point. You got to come up with a dollar amount that you're looking to achieve, and then we break it down, reverse engineer from there. So getting back to the $100,000 example, if I was going to be doing that in my market, where on average you see about a $12,000 commission, that means you're going to be having to shoot for around 9 deals in the year to make that $100,000 mark. And I know what some people are going to be saying is, hey, that goes up to $108,000 if you were to do 9 deals, but you always want to shoot over by a little bit just because there's going to be some lead and lag time, and every transaction isn't going to quite come out to maybe what the average was in your market. So you usually want to overshoot it by a couple. Step number 2. This is going to be doing a SWOT analysis and a one-page business plan. And all these resources here are the golden nuggets into actually how to build a wicked real estate business. So if you're someone that wants the SWOT analysis sheet and the one-page business plan, drop in the comments below that you want access to this, and I'll send you the link to the Apex group where you can actually find every single one of these resources we're talking about inside there. I do have to do a plug here on this video that I got these resources here from Jason Smart and his team at Sims Coaching Systems. They're amazing and they provide some wicked resources, and when I came across how they set up their business plan, this is exactly how I thought every single person should do it, because it is really, really simple. So I need to give credit where credit is due that I got this from Jason Smart and his team. So step number 1 is doing the SWOT analysis. And what that means is a strength, weakness, and opportunity and threat sheet. It's 4 quadrants. You want to go through and identify everything that could be a strength in your business and things that might be a weakness about you, and then vice versa, where you have some opportunities and where you actually have some threats. And like I said earlier, if you want to see me completely go through how I developed this as being the pillar of how I develop my real estate business, knowing what my personal strengths and weaknesses are, you got to join the Apex group there. I go over it in detail, and this could be the difference from you making that $100,000 to you only making $50,000 this year. The second step of this section is doing the one-page business plan. This is where you get a super high level of what you're trying to achieve. And in this, you're really trying to identify what your why is. What's going to get you that's going to keep on going when you're getting the call from your buyers who want to offer $250,000 less than a property that's already priced accordingly, or when the seller's breathing down your neck on why it hasn't got sold yet, even though their home's overvalued by $250,000. What is going to keep up with you to keep pushing forward and not stop and not get set back from all the different emotional things that happen as a real estate agent? So going through this one-page business plan gives you a super high level on what's going to make you tick and how you're going to actually have success in the business. Moving on to the next section, this is where you're going to come up with your marketing pillars. So I always recommend that you don't have more than 3. Mine is Google Ads, social media, and past clients and referrals now that I've been a couple years in the business. But for some other new agents, it might be different. It might be door knocking, cold calling, and agent referrals. So whatever you come up with, don't pick more than 3, but you want to become the best at those three. And even for my social media, my focus is YouTube and YouTube alone. I have my admin and my social media manager handle everything else on my social media, and the one that I focus on is just YouTube to get more leads for my business. Step number 4, let's break down the conversions on how many leads you need to generate in order to hit that $100,000 goal. So let's take Google Ads for instance. Typically, agents convert these Google Ads at a 1 to 100 ratio. So that means every 100 leads that you get in, that's going to be one conversion that you get from these leads. If you're shooting to get that 9 deal target just from your Google Ads, that means you're going to have to generate around 900 leads. You're going to be spending close to $900 a month in order for you to hit your target on how much you need to spend on marketing in order to convert those 9 deals a year. And I think that's a really small return. You're around $11,000 a year in marketing expense to make $100,000. That's pretty much a 10 to 1. In marketing terms, that is a great ratio. I know a lot of agents might think that's expensive, and all these old school guys may talk them out of it, but when they tell the war stories about how for 5-10 years they were absolutely broke and they're pitchforking every single person in the supermarket in order to get a deal, while you can be crushing making 100 grand each and every year, and then when you hit that 5-10 year mark, you're so much further ahead because you have all these past clients and referrals that you can rely on because of Google Ads early on in your business. So that's just a disclaimer. I know so many people focus on the cost of that, but a 10 to 1 ratio on ad spend to what you get in terms of sales is an absolute amazing number for marketing. Now that we've gone through the typical conversion, you need to evaluate these lead sources and what you're going to be doing in order to convert them. It's all good and said and won that 101 people are eventually gonna get a sale from every 100 leads that come in, but that's not if you don't have systems in place. So take each one of your lead generation sources and plug systems in place on how you're going to convert those leads to your follow-up times, to your prospecting schedules, and when you do these certain activities, to when you review them each week. Have systems in place on what you need to evaluate in order to maximize these lead conversion. And if you're someone that doesn't really know how to do this, well, then you're going to want to join the Apex group, because I break down every single different lead source that's out there and how you can actually maximize the conversion in there. So just make a comment below and I'll make sure I send you the link to join the community. Section 6. So this is where you want to all put it together and you want to develop a 5-year vision. We want to take it really granular where we go year by year, but have that 5-year vision as the shooting star. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Do you want to be married, having kids, you're able to provide the life that your family wants, your partner, your wife, or whoever doesn't no longer have to work because you're doing so well in real estate and they get to have their dream and take care of kids full time? Do you want to have a sports car? Do you want to be going on luxury vacations? Personally, I don't really give a shit. I think if what absolutely fires you up is driving a Lamborghini, and that is what makes you prospect at absolute will, and that's what fires you up, I think there's nothing wrong with that. To the person that's more humble, where they're doing everything for their family, that's just as well too. It's your own personal why and your own shooting star, that 5-year vision of what's going to get you out of bed each and every morning, especially in this industry. It's so cyclical. It goes up and down, and you have to ride those emotions. So whatever personally is going to do it and make you tick, implement that and just absolutely believe in it and never change your mind. Make sure you always stick to that shooting star, what you're trying to get to in the 5-year period. For all the people that would love to get mentored by me one-on-one and they think I'm going to be the right person to partner with in order to accelerate their real estate career, we'll go in the description below and book a call with me and we can go over everything to see if it's going to be a right fit.